Alrighty, so this is the sword that we're gonna be making. Ooh, I have bad FPS. 1 second. It's expandable, really any way you want. I'll show you how to expand it, but as you can see, I have some stuff sorted. Let's grab some torches and some hoppers, and let's see what's a block that I haven't used. I haven't used grass. Why not? So if I just pop it into this input chest, I put in my torches, my hoppers, and my grass. I'm actually going to lower this down so that it goes a bit quicker and you can see it in action. And so you're going to see, you come over to here, if I can find it, you can put iron frames on it, but the torches are getting sorted. That's the first thing. And then now the hoppers are skipping over the first thing and went into here. And then since I don't have anywhere allocated for the grass and I don't have a chest for goodies at the end yet, all the grass is just going to bunch up over here so that you can see that it works. So it's pretty basic redstone. Let's just get into the materials right here. So for the initial part that you only need to build once, you need 1 hopper and 2 chests. This is just your input into the dropper. You can customize it if you want. You need a dropper, a redstone repeater, 3 dust, a water bucket, and a comparator that I forgot to put in. And that's what you need for that. And then for each row that you want to sort, you need 2 hoppers, 2 chests, 1 torch, 1 repeater, 1 comparator, and 3 dust. And then if you want to expand it really far, you're gonna need some packed ice and some signs, and then of course you need a bunch of blocks. So let me just quickly show how to build the first part here. Get rid of that. Alright, so I'll come up a little bit so that you have room. Like that. Okay, so start with the dropper facing forward and put a block underneath it. And then you want to come up one, like here. So you form this shape right here, kind of like a cross, an X. Then come around to the back part, go 1, 2, and then up 1 like that. So you have your cross, and then you have 1, 2, 3. Put your dust right there, and right here. Take your repeater and make sure that you're facing this way. Place it down and put 1, 2 ticks on it. Take your comparator and place it right there, coming out. So now every time I put something in here, it'll shoot it out with a bit of a delay that makes it so that the hoppers can catch it. So there we have our dropper part, and now we just got to build kind of where our water is going to go. So kind of just pull out a line, and so you can go 8 blocks with the water before you have to put a sign and stop it. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way out to here. And then if you see, if I place a water bucket, you can see it'll come all the way to there without stopping. So before we put the water, because we don't want to mess up any redstone, you want to come space here, and then you can start your hoppers over here. You just want a little bit of space. You can break out this whole line. And the hoppers have to be facing forward. So place a bunch of blocks, temporary blocks right there. Grab your hoppers. Place them all facing into those blocks. We're actually going to want to come down 1 and do the same exact thing. Oop. Right here. Temporary blocks. And hoppers facing into it. Like that. So now we have this, and you can place your chests on top of the hoppers. I said 1 chest per thingy here, but you can really expand the storage as much as you want by making that a double chest, or if you want, you can just do this exact same thing more times, and all the stuff will go down to the bottom every time as far as it can. So there's that. And I'll just add the extra chests because why not? Nobody would just have a solo chest like that. Alright, and so there's that done. Now we just need to add in the redstone. You can, actually don't even need that. You can place your water now. And you can see it'll come all the way to over there. So now for the redstone, we're going to come over here and place blocks on these hoppers. Every single one. Like so. And then come 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're going to want to place blocks down over like that, and like this, Yeah, okay, this works. Just making sure. Alright, so now you have something looking like this, and you're going to place a repeater going into that block. Dust, dust, dust. Take your comparator. Oop, no, just dust, dust. Oh, shoot, you know what? I actually need to move this out one more. That's my bad. So go, oh no, that's fine, actually, never mind. The comparator's in the right spot. Alright, comparator was in the wrong spot. Alright, sorry, that's a bit confusing, but it should go block, 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 down one, over and up again, like this, kind of making a ring sort of thing. And you go comparator, dust, 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 repeater facing into that block, and grab your torch, and put it right there, and that should work to, like, stop this from going through. Yes, it does. And you're just going to want to replicate this exact same thing. You might want to break this for now just so that it doesn't mess with the redstone. Just replicate it all the way across. So, you know, place all your comparators down. Uh-oh. Place all your comparators down. Blocks all over. And really, all you got to do is just duplicate this whole circuit. It's kind of hard to do it without, you know, I would recommend that you just do this part first because the way that it has to face. No ticks on those. Blocks over there. And blocks over here. And just boop, torches on all of those. And dust everywhere over here. It connects, but that's alright. So the nice thing about this, you can just stack it side by side over and over again. Alright, so there's all of the redstone done. And so now you need to fill all of these with the stuff that you want to sort. So first of all, you need to put in your placeholder blocks. So you can do that with any normal block, but I'd recommend that you use an anvil and grab whatever blocks you're going to use and name it specifically, like some random, or just like name it filter. That way you don't risk any of, like, if I had used normal sandstone and then I had put sandstone into the thing, then it would have messed it up because it would have started stacking. So I recommend that you name it, that way there's no harm in that. So place each filter block in a row like this. Make sure it's not taking up the first slot, that's important. Just all of them, a wide row across, like that. And then you need to take 41 of whatever you want to sort and just put it into the first row. You can do more than 41, it'll just sort out. And you can see I can put normal sandstone in here and it'll work fine. Put some torches, comparators, really whatever I want in. And you'll see that, like, I think 22 of it is going to pop out into here and then it's going to stop. And now every time you add some more of that item in, it'll go into there. But if you try to put anything into there, anything that's not sorted, it won't work. So that's done. Put your thing in here, and, you know, put a hopper into that. And I don't have any chests, so grab some chests. And put a chest on top of that hopper. And now you can just place whatever. Oh! Yeah, so don't put the filter blocks in. But yeah, now you can just place whatever you want in there, and it'll pop. Make sure you put blocks here so that it won't jump over. But yeah, and it'll just go into the sorter and get sorted. So now expanding this to be more than just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, that much, you need to come over one block. So there's going to be no chest right here. And then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is all going to be hoppers, so you got to place all your temporary blocks, break all of these, and place all of your hoppers into it, and do the exact same thing that you did over there. I'm not going to do it again, but you can just copy it. And then you can take your blocks, fill it in, since the water travels 8, as we know, like that. And then take your ice, the optional ice that I mentioned, plop it down right here on this block, put a sign on top of it to stop water, and then you can place another water thing right there, and it'll keep on going. And then just make sure that everything here has a filter. So now, alright, never mind. So now that's going to filter in, and so if I take a block that I haven't filtered yet, such as anvils, for example, and I pop that in, you can see it's not going to get sorted into anything here, and it's just going to keep on going into the next one, and since there's no sorter here, it'll just go into there. And you can infinitely expand it like that. So that's how you expand it. And now one more thing that I'm going to show, just because I feel like it's something nice to have, is like, you know, it can be kind of hard to reach this chest up here, right? So, I'm going to show you how you can make it so that you can just put it in a chest down below and it'll go up there. And it's pretty simple. So what you're going to do is have your input chest. It's actually not smart to do this in water, so I'm going to come up a little bit. All right, have your input chest right there, wherever you want to put it. And have a not a dispenser, a dropper. And have it one over, like, actually, you might want to line this up a bit better so that it works out. So, like, line it up with the, you want the chest to be one over from where that input thing is. That way your dropper will be where you want it. What am I thinking? Yeah, okay. And so you want the dropper facing towards the input like that. And then you can take a hopper and put it into this, like here. So you have this thing. Chest feeds into hopper. Alright, or dropper. And now we're going to build that same circuit that we did before. With the cross. Like that. And then the bend coming around the back. Like that. And build that up the same way that you did last time. This time you don't have to put any ticks on it though, which is nice. But I would actually recommend putting 2, that way in case you do a whole big batch of items, they're not going to overflow in this hopper over here. So it might be smart to put 2, but if you don't want to, it's not a necessity. Place your dust. Alright, so now you have this thing where when you place something in, it'll boop right out. Okay, so now we're going to build really quick. Put block there, put block there. Put block over here like that. And so build up this a little bit. One down, or like we don't need that chest anymore. So like this, on par with the hopper, and build up that tube everywhere else. You can build it out of glass or anything, it doesn't really matter. So you have it like that. Grab some soul sand, and if you can't already tell what I'm doing here, I'm making a bubble elevator to shoot it up. And then take some water sources and make sure that every one of these is a source block. Now you got yourself a bubble elevator. So everything in there is going to shoot up. And then build a little tube that comes all the way over to here. And let's build up that tube a little bit. Like that. And perfect. And then put a roof on it so that they don't shoot up super high. And then place a water bucket right there. And it'll go into there. And so now, as you see, anything that we, if you want, you can just move this chest over a little bit so that it's easier to see. Or you could put this tube anywhere you want and just direct the water to it. But now, as you see, if I were to put my comparators into this chest, in a little bit, they're going to come out here, and then they're going to shoot out from here. And that works like that. And so that's it. There's your item sorter done and good to go. And you can use this anywhere you want. You can use it as an item sorter in your house, or you can use it at a farm to sort all your drops. And 1 second. Alright, so, sorry for the bit of lag, but this is my survival world base. I have a big item sorter built up here. I was kind of stupid and I didn't do the sign trick here. I just brought it down 1, but it still works. And this is for like all my farms. The storage goes down there instead of up here, but it sorts out everything nicely. I've looted a bunch, and then I have a miscellaneous item chest over here, and you can just add that at the very end by just having a hopper with no circuitry on it. And then over here I have a big item sorter for just a lot of items that I use often. So let's see, what's one thing that I know I sort? Iron. That works. So if I check my iron chest, you can see there's 39 right there. I come over, I like it having everything see through, so I do that. And I have a bunch of double chests here because it's nice to, when I want to do like big bulk drops into it. Alright, so let me just put 16 iron. As you can see, it's going to go up that tube. I have it on no delay because I'm kind of dumb. It's going to come out here, and it's going to stop right here and fill up this chest. And so yeah, that's the item sorter. Hope you enjoy, and leave a comment for any tutorials that you might want. That's it. Bye.